I'm going to be explaining my takeaways from this course, Modern Political Tradition, by Dr. Lawrence Cahoons, Professor of Philosophy. This is going to be lecture 1 out of the 36 lectures of this course. In the future videos, I will have the other lectures. If you want to take this course yourself, you could use the link in the description to Wondrium. Wondrium has thousands of courses. This is just one of them. If you use the link in the description, you get 20% off, and it's also free for 14 days. Political philosophy is the part of philosophy that has the most amount of influence in the real world and in our day-to-day life. As fun as reading about other parts of philosophy can be, and as interesting as they are, it's odd that this part of philosophy gets not enough attention given how important and how beneficial it could be if more people just had some basic understanding of it. Two problems will keep coming up in political philosophy. One, between any two theories, another one can be invented, and the terms like right, left, liberal, and democratic can mean different things from one position to another. Two, political philosophy can justify contradictory positions. So we'll review arguments for and against war or peace, communism or fascism, just to see why people believe what they believe. Okay, first we have to understand that there's a difference between political science and political philosophy. Political philosophy is normative. Political science is descriptive. Political science makes descriptive claims. For example, it describes political systems or makes factual claims about how politics works. Political philosophy makes normative claims about how things ought to be, like what is justice, how can we live together, what is the best political system. We'll review many different kinds of modern political thought while going through these lectures, but the focus will be on the modern form of a free, equal, self-ruling society, otherwise known as democracy. Modern democracies are republics. Republicanism is in opposition to royalism, and royalism is ruled by a special few. In a republic, the political authority comes from the people, not a king or a queen. There are two forms of republics, one ancient, one modern. Democracy and republic are not the same thing. Democracy means rule by the people. A republic has some democratic elements, but republics can also include limits on democracy or majority rule. The examples of these limitations can be: one, the majority may elect representatives to pass laws instead of passing them directly themselves. Two, a written or unwritten constitution can limit the government. Three, there might be guarantees of individual rights that limits what majorities can do to minorities. None of these are democratic. So, republic is a democratic system that may include non-democratic structures that limits the power of the majority of the people. When it comes to limitations, we need to discuss the role of liberalism and equality. A republic can be a liberal republic, which makes it a republic with a high degree of individual liberties and a free market economy. Liberal republics have limits on government and on the majority to stop them from restricting individuals' freedom. You can see how liberalism and democracy are at odds. Democracy gives power to the people. Liberalism limits this power. One way to give individual liberty is to promote the idea of natural rights. As Jefferson believed, natural can mean given by God rather than by human agreement. But there is also a utilitarian way of believing in liberty, like Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill did. Jeremy Bentham believed that natural rights are nonsense. John Stuart Mill, who wrote the most famous defense of individual liberty, did not at all believe in natural rights. What about equality? Modern Republican societies are egalitarian, but there are different kinds of equality: equal political power, equal opportunity, equality before the law, equal wealth. So there's also tension between equality and liberty. We also have to consider the relation between politics and ethics. Most modern political philosophers have an ethical framework for their political philosophy, but others believe that politics is immoral or amoral, meaning that sometimes what is right to do in politics is morally wrong. There is also the view that there is nothing objectively right, politically, or even morally, since it's all relative to society and culture. This is called moral relativism. Moral realism, on the other hand, is the view that the morality of acts is objective. Modern Western political theory went through three phases: its rise, its greatest challenge, and its triumph. The rise phase was from the 16th through the 19th centuries. This includes the Machiavelli, the social contract theory, the American Revolution, the French Revolution, and the development of capitalism, nationalism, socialism, and progressivism. The greatest challenge phase was from 1914 till 1945, which went through two world wars, the Great Depression, and challenges from communism and fascism. Finally, the triumph phase was from 1945 to the present, when liberal Republican countries enjoyed a lot of economic success. But this success also brought challenges, such as the issue of distributive justice, the extent of personal liberties, and the changing nature of warfare. Finally, we have to consider that modern republicanism is based on multiple conflicting values, five of which are: 1. Popular self governance by the political community; 2. Rights and individual liberties from government and social interference; 3. Social equality; 4. Economic progress and material modernization; 5. Communal or national preservation. These values sometimes conflict. Also, if we emphasize one over the others, we move towards an exclusive political view. We're going to be doing a deep dive into all these concepts and much more in the future videos. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button to show me that there is demand for more videos like this. The bell button also, don't forget that one. This video was based on a lecture from the course The Modern Political Tradition on Wondrium. If you want access to this course and thousands of other academic courses by university professors, using the link in the description gives you a 20% discount and also 14-day free trial. And it's also a great way to support the channel. In the next video, we will be discussing the ancient roots of modern political philosophy. See you there.